For many Americans, ending Washington's costly and drawn-out war in Afghanistan is just common sense, and many presidential hopefuls have picked up on that sentiment.
We will withdraw. We have to. We're pretty close to the day when we will wake up to the news of a casualty in Afghanistan who was not born on 9/11.
There is nothing about perpetuating this war already in its 18th year that will make it any better. It's time to bring those service members back home from Afghanistan.
I will bring our troops home within the first year in office because they shouldn't have been there this long.
Donald Trump also agrees.
Great nations do not fight endless wars.
But we all know Trump can say one thing while his administration does another. Take Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, who says this one day,
before the next presidential election in the United States, would you expect we reduce our troops in Afghanistan?
That's my directive from the President of the United States. He's been unambiguous. End the endless wars.
And this the next.
Are we looking for a total, complete withdrawal by 2020?
There's no deadline for this.
They're obviously pretty slow because 18 years have passed and there's still no end in sight. The war's not getting any prettier either. UN figures suggest the US-led coalition killed more civilians than the Taliban so far this year. The spokesman for U.S. forces in Afghanistan said those figures weren't credible, but he didn't give any stats of his own. And on top of that, the Pentagon is trying to make sure you and I know as few details as possible.
Almost every indicia, metric for success or failure is now classified or non-existent. Over time, it's been classified or it's no longer being collected. The classification in some areas is needless.
Hide swaths of information from the people, and what do you get? A people who are struggling to understand what their army is even doing halfway across the globe.
In 2019, why is the U.S. Army in Afghanistan?
To fight the Taliban, terrorists.
Probably because there's too much money in it for too many people.
The U.S. is just looking to have a force there just in case something else comes up.
There's no reason that we're there. It's, why are we there? I mean, obviously it's for political gain.
Because we need to have a presence over there.
Why?
Because why not?
Here's a bit of deja vu. Richard Nixon's announcement of peace with honor in Vietnam.
We today have concluded an agreement to end the war and bring peace with honor in Vietnam.
Here we are, 2019. The longest war in U.S. history rages on, and the political rhetoric has not changed very much.
To assist the Afghans to come to the peace table and to make an honorable, just peace with each other.